Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Danny. Finally doing another video. Again, I'm free. Sort of. As in free of time. That sounds really bad. I don't know why. That's a good thing. I was super busy moving, and now we're kind of, freeing up some space here, freeing up some time. Get back into it. I have quite a few videos I need to make of some figures. I still been buying. Still been spending that money. So, what better way to jump back into it and to actually, I can't speak, to talk about these figures right here. These are from Zero Toys, also known as YMSF, I think. I don't know why he has 13 different companies he goes under, but that's okay. He can do what he wants. They can do what they want because they're a great company and they produce really nice figures, such as these Muto Prime, Scylla, and Methuselah. May he/she rest in peace, because we may never see a Methuselah figure ever again. If you're interested in these, I don't know if he still has any available. And side note too, due to probably legal reasons, he can't call them what they actually are. He has to say so the Methuselah mountain monster and then crab monster. I forget what he did for Muto Prime, but we know who they are. There's no secrets being kept here. It's pretty obvious, and nevertheless, I'm happy about it. And let's dive into this. Up first, Crab Monster Titanus Scylla, if you want to say it incorrectly. Here she is. And this figure, might I say, if you like crab legs, you will be hungry, because she definitely has that look. Well, I mean, she should. Ooh, sorry, I just had breakfast. But, yes, Scylla. Oh, see, it got me right there. I fucked myself over. Anyway, yes, this figure is very nice. So when I first saw it posted on his Instagram, I was like, oh no. Well, not oh no, why would I say that? I was like, oh yeah, because there was no hope at the time for a Scylla figure at all. I know there were some 3D prints out there from some very small companies, but in terms of soft vinyl or Haya, SH Monster Arts, there was no hope at the time. So this was the only thing. And then shortly after, Haya unveiled that they're doing a Scylla figure. So that's okay. That's okay. This figure was about $80, which, again, at the time when you're thinking hey, there's not ever going to be a Scylla figure, I was like, oh, it's justified. And then Haya is like, no, we have a $50 one that's superposable on the way. But you know what? Cool. I have a soft vinyl one, and then I can have the Haya one when that gets shipped over here in 3 years due to Big Bad Toy Store and tariffs and whatnot. But I don't mean to sound ungrateful, because again, both of these fill a different role in the collection, and I'm very happy with this. And at this time of recording, Playmates has also, well, not really officially confirmed, but it's been already shown that they're doing a Scylla figure in their next wave along with Rodan. So there's plenty of Scylla to go around. We just had to wait a minute. It was patience really does win the race, if that's what the saying goes. Is that how the saying goes? Slow and steady wins the race. So take your races slow and steady. I did not, but I'm happy with this figure because it looks really nice. So it still gets a thumbs up from me. Up next, Muto Prime. That's not how you say it, but Muto Prime from Godzilla Aftershock. So, fun fact of the day that I saw that was spread on Twitter. So the validity of this, I don't know if it's true, but it came from a reliable source. Apparently, Playmates had like a test group, something like that, I guess what you call it, where they were asking them about the Monsterverse line, what they like to see, and supposedly the Muto Prime was brought up. That does not confirm at all that they will make a figure, because the Playmates has not tackled anything from the comics, so I don't know if they ever will. However, it's nice to know the name got brought up, and it's also nice to know that YMSF has us covered with this, and this figure is very nice. I really do like it. Again, it's a nice soft vinyl addition to the collection. Pretty good paint job, very good details as well. I don't know if I showed it yet, but I think you're about to see it. He even sculpts the little hands onto his body underneath his abdomen. Very nice. It's such a cool design. I know some people are tired of the Mutos and the Monsterverse, because there's the male, female, queen, now Muto Prime, but they have their own design, own unique designs, especially Prime here. So I'm very happy with this, and it's a good addition to the Muto family. So it would be cool though if Playmates actually did their own. That'd be nice, because I think they could. This is one they could definitely nail, and I don't know. I don't know how far into the Monsterverse they want to go. Obviously, they started reaching into some of the TV shows like Monster or Legacy of Monsters, but I don't know. Maybe they want to do some of the animated like Kong Skull Island stuff, or do they want to just stick to whatever's on, whatever's the big budget things. Time will tell. But as of right now, this Muto Prime figure, it does the job, and I really do like it. Finally, we have Rock Monster, Mountain Monster, also known as the Copyright. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, if you know, you know. But here we have Methusela. Now, this is probably the one I was the most excited for out of the three. Primarily because we probably will never get a Methusela figure. Or we'd probably never see Methusela again in the Monsterverse due to the whole legal thing that was happening with this monster. Because apparently he copied some other, I don't know. It's sad. Because Methusela here has a very cool design. As you can see, they did a good job with the details here. It is a mountain monster, and it has like the trees on the top and the grass and foliage, and just has that like rocky texture. So it's a very cool design. I like the head-on look too, especially with like the elbows, how pointed they are. Those are like tree trunks right there. It's a very earthy design, very cool. And like I said, this is the one I was looking forward to the most, and I'm very fortunate to have this in the collection. Because again, when I saw these get announced for G-Fest, I was like, oh man, I hope he puts those online, because I couldn't make it to G-Fest. That involves going on a plane, and with my luck, let me not talk, because there was a crash recently. Let's not joke about that right now. But this, I was really hoping I would not miss out on it. So very fortunate to get my hands on it. And again, YMSF, they do a very good job. Some people might not be fans of the glossy look they're going with in a lot of their recent releases, and I'm not too big on it either. But one thing I really respect about it is it separates the YMSF figures, Zero Toys, or whatever you want to call them now. It separates them from like other soft vinyl. Like, it's clearly not a Movie Monster series figure, and it doesn't need to be, because it's not. It's its own thing. It's from a different company. It's their own style, and I respect that. So, very nice. Thumbs up. All right, that's it. Didn't mean to scream in your ear there. All these figures get a thumbs up. Very nice. Again, I'm very happy to finally add some YMSF back into the collection. It has been a minute since I bought from them, but they always put out some pretty good stuff. It's just, it's a bit more on the pricier side, because they do more like niche things. Like these figures right here, again, at the time, like Scylla there was no hope for a Scylla figure at that time. The rumor going around was Scylla has too hard of a design to do in a toy form. Muto Prime, there was, again, people didn't think they would do one. When I say that, obviously there was, again, the smaller 3D print companies were doing their own thing. But in terms of, again, like the soft vinyl or even the superposable, sturdy, detailed figures that are already painted, there was no hope. But then out of nowhere, like these started just coming. Like this came out in like July, I believe, and then like shortly after that, it's announced that Haya's doing theirs, and then just recently Ned Chang on Twitter leaked that the actual figure itself, that still is coming from Playmates, probably by the end of the year or beginning of next year. So there's a lot of Scylla just popped up, but Methusela definitely is the one that it has no hope, I think, unless something happens there on the legal side. But I don't think we'll ever see a figure of that, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is, and like I said, I'm very blessed to have this one here, and hopefully you guys can, if you're really into it, maybe there's one you guys can find. Maybe he has more. Definitely check on his Instagram. Look up YMSF or Sakurai Toys. I think that's what he calls himself now. But again, very great company. I really like to. I enjoy working with them, purchasing from them. So. Anyway, guys, I gotta go to work. That's right. For once in my life, I'm recording this early in the morning before I go to work. So, I'm off to it to make money. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care. And I will see you all next time.